Sorry about that little fluctuation. Now I need to... Let me get you guys' FL Studio got messed up on me. Here's how the finished product sounds. While I'm bringing back you guys' chat. So now that we have the stream back, anything that was said before then I don't have access to now, so if I haven't responded to any questions, please reiterate them and I will get back to them. So this is the fanfare thing, and it sounds good like it is. I'm going to export that later. And so now we have until, I want to do this until 3:15, so let's see what else we can do. Item acquisition, fanfare, final cry. We don't have the sound effects for that. Dun 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 dun. We don't have the sound effects for that. We're gonna wait till we have a full day, because that's a fairly involved track. Activated. We need more information. Space colony we can do. Really, it's just like a glorified sound effect. This we don't have the sound effect for. But item room. Let's go cover in order though. Let me do Space Colony, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make this my project, my jingle project. So this one's gonna be. Let's make a new arrangement. Call it Space Colony. And we don't really need the MIDI for this because it's like 2 notes. We can earball that. But actually, we're working with some pretty low frequency samples here, so I like to at least get it as a reference. So let's go for, let's go grab that track blueprint. Space Colony. So we have it repeating after 1.5 bars, so let's change it to 3/4. So now we can delete all this. So we have 2 bars and it's at A. And this one's at C. So we have 2 bars of that. Let's call this Space Colony. And let's give it let's start with the first channel. That's those 2 bars. It comes in and out. And we can measure that by the volume automation. So let's go and grab our Space Colony sound effect. And we need to grab we just get it. It's gonna add a 3/4 time signature. So I didn't even get to loot this thing. I think it's pretty much already looped though. You just... Yes. So... It's gonna be an octave lower than that. At least. Maybe 2. Maybe even lower. Wow. But what really matters is the oscillation of that part of the sound effect. It's faster than that. And this will be easier to match if we raise it by an octave in the game. And then match that pitch, we can bring it down. So yo 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 yo. Ooh, we froze again. Alright, another shot. Let me see what y'all are saying real quick, because that's how I missed my thing going offline. Doing good, how about you? Alright. Not you, but the owner. I'm doing well, thank you. I don't ask others how they're doing until I start liking you. Okay. It's kind of rude, but hey. Alright, that's a shot. That's about a shot. I thought this stream we weren't going to be drinking. SBC Tool's been behaving lately, but not now. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you. And how are you doing, other person that got shunned? Do you, So anyway, let's see, we are doing Space Colony, and I need to measure how much. I think if I get the higher sound, right, then I can get the lower sound because it's going to be the same distance. So let's match that one first. I'm gonna measure it by measuring the you know, that oscillating sound, the frequency of that is gonna be the best way to measure it. So it's a little bit lower than that. It's a little bit lower. A little bit higher than that. A little bit higher. That's it right there. So that was the that note was expressed in the MIDI as being C6, which means that it's tuned down about a perfect fourth, which means that when we take the, I will not forget this note. I will not forget this note. So when we take the thing, it's going to go from C6, 1 octave, 2 octave, 3 octaves, and then a perfect fourth. So now the first part is going to be A4. So we're going to go from A4, 1 octave, 2 octaves, 3 octaves, and then a perfect fourth, which is all the way going to be down here, almost too low for FL Studio's piano roll. Cool, so that makes sense. Although it does sound higher, actually. A little bit higher. Yeah. So that's pretty low, and we don't want to get all those. I'm gonna put this in a mixer track, and we don't want it to get all those like way too subsonic frequencies. So we don't want anything down here to be expressed too low. So let's low high pass. Sorry, brain fart. But anyway, we don't want anything too far down here to be expressed, so let's give it that. And how loud is this going to be? It's going to be pretty loud. It's going to be peaking pretty hard. So, well, not peaking, but like it's going to be pretty strong sound. Up there is probably where we want it. So what I'm going to do is now add the volume automation to that one bar. And then from then on, we'll just repeat that bar. So let's cut out all this. Let's quantize this. Now let's add the MIDI so we have the right length. Cool, that gives us some nice sub bass. And now we need to just add the other track. So this is just going to be a repeating like yo 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 yo. And remember we had that about at C4. So this is, we're going to need to do another pattern. So let's call this Space Colony 2. And then we're going to put a very long track at, let's see how many do. What do we say is our scale? C6, so we're going to need to go 3 octaves and 1, 2, let's say 1, 2, 3, and a fourth. So that's G3, I think. So we had it at C6, 1, 2, 3, and then a fourth. And we're going to need a new channel too, because this one has volume automation on it already. Wow, that's loud. Ooh, that's nice. And it's perfectly, it's almost perfectly level. bring these all up a bit more. So that made there, and now it's nice and snug. Beautiful. Okay, so that's Space Colony. And then how much time do we have left? We have about half an hour. Let me see what y'all are saying. Interesting how today I was playing Super Metroid and just entered Tourian. Yes! Meant to be. Okay, so what else do we have that we can do? We all talked about spaceship. Nope. Talked about item room. So now this, actually, for the space colony, I also want to add some cores to that because it sounds like in a really old sample. So cores just add some depth. And I also want to give it a little bit of reverb. Let's see what kind of reverb we got going on here. But I don't want to add it. Actually, I'm just going to give it its own reverb because I need to make sure that there's no reverb on the bass. That's beautiful. I like that a lot. I may want to take it down some. That's really nice. So anyway, that is all well and fine. Now let's do item room. And I think we can keep it in this same project because this project is still pretty small. So let's call this item room. Now let's load in, let's get a new pattern, load in the blueprint for the item room. Getting the hiccups again. Now, let me also go refill my water because that's important when you are drinking. So, we have the item room is, let's see. There's that dark strings, but first let's figure out the so this is pretty straightforward. Let's take out that space here. Space. So let's do the, actually do the dark strings first. So this is probably going to be in more of like a... It's going to be in a regular time signature. So let's say, how can we divide this up? One, two, three, one, two. So it's going to be 7. So maybe 7, 1, I guess. No, you can't do 7, 1. 1, 7, no. Has to be divisible by 2. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a 9 in there. How about 3 or 9? No, it has to be divisible evenly. So 9, 2? No, that's 9 bars. Four, 7? I'm not sure how to divide this up, actually. I'm just going to leave it as 4, 4, and then, let me see, maybe 3, 4, just see if that magically works. No. But it does give us a place to stop. Does give us, it's better, because it does, at one point, sync up. Whereas 4, 4 just never syncs up. So it's better to do 3, 4 here. So we have these 4 bars, right? We can just do, call this dark strings. And let's go for the bases here and do a time marker of 3, 4. And that's nice. I like that already. It needs to be lower velocity, but we need to grab that automation, that throbbing automation. And so dark strings is going to be like so. And I think we can probably just make this one long note. And I think we can just repeat this. Oh, that's nice. That actually works out. Those MIDI notes, still gonna mute them, but let's delete all this. Works doesn't actually work out badly with bells. So this is going to be muted. Okay, so now we have the beeps, and they're basically just, they're already repeating twice. Actually, this is just going to keep on repeating, I think, and it repeats evenly like that. Like, it's like we don't need this. Maybe we need one more, but that's it. As an ending, because this is going to need to loop, so... yeah. So let's give it one more. Let's give it a longer, let's give it a whole bar's worth. Let's say, hey, we want this now to fade out to the end of the bar. and fade out all the way. Wait a minute. No, I didn't want that to be. I wanted that to be this one. Perfect. So that's like an ending to that. Now we just need the beeps. And the beeps are repeat twice, so we only need to grab half of this. So it's fine first empty, call it beeps. Let's go ahead. I have a synth of recreating it. Paste it. Whoops, too loud. Whoops, we froze again, so now I have to take another shot. Alright, so this PC tool is behaving very badly now. I think this is number 4. Alright. So the little beeps. Let's see. Hola, Yerma. All right. So the little beeps are. I should be able to. I've heard this so many times. I should be able to. So let me just get them all kind of laid out. This we need to quantize and and this needs to be normal velocity. It's out of tune, that's for sure. But I don't need this part. Wait, I do need this part. And this, I don't even remember which one I grabbed first at this point. Actually, forget all this. We need to grab them. I need to grab them without changing the notes, so I can get the scale, so I can get the how they all relate to each other. So let me just raw paste it. Go upwards in order. And then we'll figure it out later. And these are also, of course, very loud. They need to be regular velocity. So this needs to be much quieter. Okay, so let's do this piece by piece, actually. Because I think they're all different. Actually, I'm not sure I copied the same, I recreated the same sound. Because this was the one I copied. Yeah, this one. I think it's different from that. What is that sound? Let me see. SO3. It's number 12. Oh, so it's actually not that sound, it's a different one. I recreated the wrong sound. So what I'm gonna have to do is, I know I can recreate that sound. It's pretty simple. It's like it's one of those res wave things that we used for Donkey Kong. It's pretty similar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that, try to variate on it. Use that as a template. This is going to be a lot easier. Actually, I'll just create it from scratch. I'm sure you guys will appreciate the synth work. So this is first of all out of tune. Let me see, let me just tune it. Use the tuner for faster tuning. So this is going to be we have a saw wave already, and this is going to have a low pass with a filter on it. Actually, no, I'm not going to be able to do that like this. I have to do an FM synthesis thing. So let me get a saw wave going. And actually, let me... So that lower frequency is going to be a sub, so to speak. Sub bass. And then we're going to have all of this go into a... Actually, no, this... go into a filter. Actually, no, it has a resonance sound. So we do need the filter to be not as present. And then maybe this kind of filter too. No. It should work like that. I'm gonna have to find that one. That might be a synth that I have to get from the machine that it comes from. I don't remember which. I don't know if I can find the machine, but I'll have to recreate that on my own because I'm not really sure what's going on there. But anyway, the stark strings that's present here is also used, I think, in continue, like the game over screen. It's just straight up that right there. Straight up those dark strings. And then if I go and grab the track blueprint there, okay, that's not the right one. Okay, well, that's a bust. So I'm just gonna guess it. Let's see, how many throbs do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that 6th one is a fade out, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 will do. So that'll do like that. Let's just remove this, put this at the top, and that'll be the continue. So what else do we have? Because we have a little bit of time. Tension and the space colony explodes. Okay, so there's that and 2 planet Zabies. So I have the sound effect for this one. And then we have Space Colony Explodes. Let's go to a new channel. Do we have I made a pattern for that? No, I don't need a pattern for that. So the Space Colony Explodes. Let's remove this space here. Let's also add one. Space Colony Explodes. Cool, so let's grab all this. Now it does all these different notes because the explosion. Well, no, it doesn't really have all those. It's a bunch of different little explosions. So yeah, we want to use that. So let's go and grab all these. See, and these are all different panning. So we just need to do the notes really. So this one's gonna be. Okay, we only want to do one at a time. So this we need to mute, and all these can be deleted. So. And these all actually have not quite a full note, so we want to sustain them. You can have a little bit of release, but not much. Let's give it a normal velocity. Actually, no, because these probably are going to want to be very loud to peak the data. So let's grab this. Now this is going to be actually 77% to the left, so let's set the note pan to 77% left. Now let's grab this one and go 77% to the right. And then this one's just going to be straight up center, I think. Yeah. Let's go copy that one. Nope, wait. Copy, and there. Let's make this one go all the way out. Let's let it ring out all the way. Perfect. And let's actually kind of fade it out at the end so that it doesn't sound like it's stopping. Perfect. Okay, so that's done, and now that's pretty much time for us. So we've been doing this since noon 15. So that's 3 hours. So I'm gonna go try to find some of the sounds that we're missing and maybe come back. But Tourian, I don't think any of these will be. I'm not gonna make a video for any of these except Tourian and maybe the item room if I finish it. But yeah, that'll be time. And let's see, Super Metroid and DK 1 and 2 definitely top 5 SNES games. Yes, those are my favorite. Would be the only 2 SNES games I really ever took a liking to. That and Yoshi's Island, but Yoshi's Island didn't do enough with the sound design to warrant restoration, in my opinion. Sort of puts emphasis on the composition, really, not so much on production. So anyway, we're going to call it quits today, and I'm gonna come back. I might come back later, as after I've taken a break, after I've eaten and found all these sounds that I'm missing. So we'll see. But you guys have a good day, and that will be it. Jam and Sam out.